You remember the times when you used to be able to discern the difference between a AI generated video and one that wasn't AI generated relatively easily? Like you could see the weird, strange tics that people in those videos would have, and you could just pretty much immediately just identify those videos as being AI or not. Those days are coming to an end. And they're coming into an end very, very, very quickly. And the level of AI, just scrolling through Instagram recently, is just on another level completely, to where half the videos that you see, separated from their context, separated from the people that are in them, obviously, like if they're videos of Tupac or Michael Jackson or Hitler or Stalin or whoever, it's going to be obvious that those are fake. But separate from that, it's getting next to impossible to, even for somebody like myself or younger folks, to identify which videos are fake and which ones aren't. And this is going to cause some issues. This is going to result in a lot of problems, both in the realm of fabricating evidence for things. Fake videos are just going to be, they're already completely swarming the internet. They're swarming Instagram. They're swarming all social media. And sure, I mean, most of them are humorous, and most of them are they have comedic value. But that's not to say that there aren't going to be things that obviously that type of technology is going to be used for nefarious reasons. So what I wanted to kind of show in this video, or to talk about in this video, is this idea that this is part and parcel, and this is par for the course, rather, for the eventual complete censorship over the internet, and the idea that everybody's going to eventually need a internet ID in order to access the internet, which is the goal of the control freaks of this world. It's been published. Whitney Webb's talked about this a lot, where that's the eventual goal, is to have everybody have a required digital ID to even access the internet. And judging by the condition of social media and the current state of how things are going with everything that I've mentioned up until this point, that sort of thing becomes very evident, because obviously, there's the saying, never let a good crisis go to waste. The minute this starts to become a greater issue, even more so than it's already becoming, government's going to immediately sweep in. The powers that be are immediately going to sweep in, and they're going to say, "Oh my goodness, look at all this fake evidence and all these scandals happening, and all these people getting, fake, deep fake, false evidence thrown at them, false allegations thrown at them because of these fake videos and all that. And we need to control this, and we need laws passed to take control over the internet in a way that these things don't become destructive." And then lo and behold, you have regulation, tighter regulation over the internet, tighter and tighter regulation over what things can and cannot be posted on the internet, and then the eventual, like I mentioned before, the idea that everybody needs an ID in order to even access the internet, because it's so spooky, so dangerous, just like climate change, just like everything else, access to guns, you know, just digital IDs in general. They're pushing, of course, they're pushing the real ID everywhere now. Everybody's required to get a real ID in order to even travel within the states, unless you don't have unless you have a passport. But everything's kind of moving in that direction of more and more constriction, more and more rules, more and more government imposition, and people just don't really seemingly care that much about that. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of. I mean, people are starting to notice. People are starting to realize all of the uncanny influences that some organizations have over the government and the government itself. Their trust within this institution is slowly starting to tumble. But the question is that faith in this system going to collapse soon enough to where total technocratic control over the entire human population is going to be feasible and established by these people? And I'm not entirely sure if that sort of an awakening will happen in due time. It doesn't seem like it's going to at this point. Maybe it will. Maybe there's going to be a miracle that allows that to happen. But all of this unveiling of AI and these hyper realistic videos and just the internet being absolutely flooded with them is, again, it's par for the course. It's going to be a perfect excuse for the implementation of stricter controls over the internet under the guise of protecting reality and protecting the truth, when in reality it's just going to be the perfect excuse to basically censor the internet completely and relegate the use of the internet to the hands of official sources and things that are tightly controlled by the powers that be, so that people don't get ideas that venture outside of the acceptable paradigm. And so those are some of my thoughts about the new AI that's rolling out.